and I just wanted to do some follow-up on you on that. Initially, I believe when you were talking to Sargeant...
Sorry, wait, what was your name?
Yeah, Ryan Singleton.
Right. Oh, okay, so Ryan, and you're from...
District.
Which district, sorry?
Southern Alberta District.
Oh, okay, yeah, so...
we're based out of Airdrie.
Okay.
Upstairs in Airdrie.
Oh, okay, so Officer Souk is the one that he told me someone would be outside
in contact with you.
Right.
Yeah, so this is just to try to capture some information. So I believe when you were talking to Souk, Sergeant Rendawa, you had indicated you wanted communications to go through your attorney.
Yes.
Okay, and do you have a attorney assigned to you yet?
Yes, I have a law firm, but
okay.
I can talk to you. What's going on? Like, I have nothing to hide. So what's going on?
So what we've done is, we're asking for a review to be done on this investigation, and another member will be reaching out to you after I get some information from you. So that member's name is Staff Sergeant Steve Brown.
Staff Sergeant Steve Brown, and is he from your district?
Yeah, he's within Southern. He's the detachment commander for Didsbury RCMP.
Didsbury. Where's Didsbury? RCMP.
It is like a 35 minutes north of here, kind of towards Olds.
Okay.
On the other side of the highway there. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to discuss with you. The first was the nature of the injury.
Okay.
And whether you're going to be willing to speak to Steve Brown or not.
Is he speak to him in regards to
the investigation? So basically, what happens here when an incident like this occurs? I've reviewed the video, and then I've made a recommendation that it go to further. So we've reported it to Edmonton. Edmonton basically reviews it, and they say, okay, we're going to do an investigation on this. So they're going to look at the conduct, the circumstances surrounding this incident involving yourself, and then the investigator is going to be assigned to it. So they'll give them a mandate saying you are to investigate so-and-so of the Chestermere RCMP in relation to this incident that happened.
Okay.
Based on that basically gives him the legal authority to go and speak to these members, including yourself. And then as a result of that, they'll make a recommendation, and it'll be reviewed, and then depending on what the recommendations are, that'll determine what the outcome's going to be. So one of the recommendations might be, okay, these members did nothing wrong. One of the outcomes might be these members did something wrong. That might include, they'll look at remedies for that. So that might include, okay, these members need additional training. These members, as a result of that, they might recommend charges against the member, that kind of stuff. So it's an internal process that's done for against the members.
Okay.
And then, obviously, I believe you talked to... So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, and sorry to jump around, is on the public complaint aspect of it. So as a result of that, public complaint could be initiated, or you can initiate it, or the detachment can initiate a public complaint as well.
I know, I'm trying to do that, but it won't let me friggin' do it from my cell phone. So I gotta go to the library or somewhere that has a computer.
Yeah. So there's actually three ways to do it. So if you went to the Chestermere RCMP, you can initiate a public complaint. If you told Souk, I want to make a public complaint, he's obligated to take a public complaint from you.
Oh no, he told me he couldn't. That I have to call the number on the board that they have in the office, or I have to go online to do it. Those are only the two ways he can do it.
Yeah,
and then
no, you can.
I called the number that's on the detachment. There's a number 1-800 number on there, and that one says we do not take complaints over the phone. Tells you straight away. And then I was like, oh, what the heck? So then I tried to go on the website, but because I'm on my phone, it's not allowing me to go through the.
Okay.
the things I
so
need
is
to.
this the best? So I'll reach out. So the downside to this is we have to wait. We have to wait for Edmonton. So I've already put a report up to Edmonton telling them about this, and then they sent it back to me to do this follow-up with you. So if you can wait a week, I can have Steve Brown talk about all that, and he can initiate all that stuff with you as well.
I just don't want the video to go missing because you said you saw
I already have it. So
can I just have your opinion on what you think?
Well, unfortunately, I can't answer that, but there's enough on there to initiate me to have a review done on it. So.
Okay.
Newfield, I said to Newfield, I said, this is why I didn't roll down my window, because I knew something like this would happen. Now that I actually engage and talk to you to discern your concern about me being a criminal or doing something nefarious, I said that to him. You heard it on the thing. I said to him, like, I said that to him. So, like, this guy, like, I don't get it, because I rolled down my window, I talked with you to try to de-escalate it, and then when I was told I was doing a crime, I then kind of changed my attitude, because I was told I'm doing a crime. Can I ask you now, so we can be absolutely clear? Mm-hmm. Did I commit a crime?
I don't think so. Just parking yourself in the parking lot and filming is a crime. I don't think so. You can film anywhere.
In public. In public, not private it's different. I know that.
In public.
Right. And that's all I was doing.
You
so
do that's all
I just want to be clear, because I don't, like, this is going to probably happen again.
But, yeah, that's what you were doing. But you also have to just look from a different angle from a certain point of, for some time, is that.
Yeah, so you said Sergeant Stubbs?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I was just calling you earlier because we had a discussion.
Yep.
About, you said City Hall had put up a sign saying that there's no filming in the building.
Yeah, there was discussion about that before I went on holidays last week. So I just thought they had to, when you went over, what did you find?
I didn't go over it today because I hadn't had time. However,
okay.
You told me you didn't want me to, like, maybe I should talk to my lawyer before I go over there, so I didn't escalate it and stuff. So
yeah, exactly.
I just wanted to make you informed that I did talk to him, and that if they want to change the law, they got to go through legislation, and that it's an unlawful sign, and that I'm absolutely allowed to record in any public buildings in any public areas, as long as I'm not going to any restricted areas. And he's willing to take my, like he says, like, I shouldn't go there to get arrested, but he's like, he says if what I should first do, and I just wanted you to know this, like, because this is actual law, and this is an actual lawyer telling me this. He said that what I can do is I can send an email to the mayor saying that they have an unlawful sign on their door that's unconstitutional, and I can let them know that way before I just go there and get arrested. He's like, I don't care if you do. He's like, that's money in my pocket. However, I would suggest that before doing that, I do that. So I wanted to let you know that it's...
And I thought of this example after you and I talked. So when you go to a courthouse, courthouses are public places, right? And when you go into a courtroom, it's a public place. And there are notifications at the door saying no cell phones.
Inside the courtroom, I've seen those. Yeah, I have a video actually of that.
Right?
In the courtroom,
So that is still a open public space, right?
In the lobby, yeah.
And it is still the property of every resident of the province, right? Courthouses. So when a sign is posted like that, then, and that's where, like, we're talking about a minutia of law that needs to be sorted out. So
my tax dollars come out of my check to pay for. You can't turn around and say, well, we don't like you recording, so you can't come in here. That's like saying, if you have a sign on there, say, no black people. Remember back in the 1940s and 50s, you guys had a sign on there right now that says no black people allowed. Black people have to go somewhere else. Like, that's going to be lawful. You're going to enforce that. It's the same thing, saying no cameras in here. That's the exact same thing. You can't. That's not lawful.
It's not 1940.
Well, that's not lawful, though. I'm saying it's not lawful.
So the laws do change. The laws do progress, right? And they do, right? They do.
Find out.
Right? Because, like, even the equipment I wear today is not what police officers wore many years ago.
I know, but what you just said is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Everything progresses.
A
Our
lawful
criminal code changes every year. All of our provincial statutes, city bylaws change. Everything changes. Change is the one thing that is a consistent,
And who changed it? Them? They just put up a sign saying, we don't want black people in here, we don't like people with cameras, or they just put up a sign, and whatever that sign is, you're going to enforce that.
Pretty sure you're not going to see a sign there that has any racial
But I'm saying to you, like, that doesn't mean anyone can put up a sign. I can put up a sign.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean,
I can put up a sign here.
but that doesn't matter.
Says that there is no recording of anything in this building.
And I would challenge that by telling you that that's unlawful.
Yeah.
And
Do you think I would post an unlawful sign at my door?
absolutely, people do it all the time. You just said that they have one there, and I'm going to go challenge
Well,
that.
that's them, not here, right? If there's a sign posted here, we have the lawful authority to back up that sign. We had signs here not too long ago that said masks required, right? Masks are mandatory. And that was governed under law to do that. That's why the sign was there. So if somebody didn't want to abide by the sign, they wouldn't be allowed in, even though it's a public space.
Yeah, but that was a world pandemic. This is we're talking about
We're
my
still talking
rights
about
as just
if
being in
I
public.
deem something to be
You can't deem something lawful to be unlawful in public. You just can't. It's part of the Constitution. You just can't.
well, as we talked about earlier, the Constitution's not an absolute, right?
I guess
They're
we'll find
guidelines, they're guidelines,
Okay.
right? And for interpretation by lawyers who make lots of money interpreting the law
Yeah.
for the benefit of their
And
clients.
unlawfully arresting someone for a lawful activity can cause you a lot of money as well.
It could, it could.
Absolutely could.
Yeah, but as long as we're acting in good faith and following the law, right?
Law, not policy. You're law enforcement, not policy
As I said to you,
enforcement.
if I'm told that something is a prohibited activity, properly posted, right? That falls under the Trespass Property Act. There are certain
That's not
authority-
private property. You
there's-
can't do that. I'm just letting you know. If you want to look it up
Yeah.
after you go in there,
Yeah.
I know all the trespassing laws. It's on private property. That's public, open to the public. You can't deem a lawful activity illegal. You just can't. Our Canadian law, it's in our Constitution. You can deem it any way or change it. You said any way you want. I'm not going to argue with you. We'll challenge it. If you guys want to arrest me for doing a lawful activity in a building that I pay tax dollars for, the judge can decide that, and then you'll have the case law that says Edwards versus Chestermere, and then it will be posted for everyone to see.
Yeah, that's fine. So,
Okay?
okay, all right, good luck over at City Hall.
Okay.
And I'll be in touch with you on the 15th.
Thank you very much.
He is an amazing mayor, and we are here today, and we are
Hey guys.
here at the Chestermere Town Hall, and we are going to take down this unconstitutional sign today that says no filming in our public building. And yes, sir.
Let's see here.
Now, there's nothing better than transparency.
And I agree with that.
forced
So
to
can I show you the video and you can
blow.
see the first thing that he says to me?
Like, as long as there's a valid legal reason to stop someone, even we don't need to have suspicion anymore.
Right,
We
and I
can
agree
ask
with
for
that. So
to-
can I show you the video and you
to
can
blow.
see the first thing that he says to me is I'm pulled you over to do a mandatory alcohol test. And I said, what?
yeah.
I said, no. I'm like, did you see me swerve?
No,
Am I slurring my words?
yeah,
Am I
yeah,
slurring my
yeah.
words? Am I, like, this is how I'm
Yeah,
talking. I'm like,
yeah.
am I slurring my words? I'm like, did you see me break
Yeah.
did I not use my signal?
Yeah.
Did I cross the line? I'm like, what
Yeah,
did I do to
yeah.
make you do that? And he said, he doesn't need any of
yeah,
that.
no.
Straight in the video, I can show
Yeah,
it to you.
yeah, sure. But
And he says, no, I can just do this.
the
And I'm like,
proper way of how it should be done is like
That's what
let's
my
say,
lawyers- I know
like,
what you're saying.
like I'm stopping you for speeding,
Right.
and then after that you say this is a mandatory alcohol screening.
Thank
You gotta blow,
Okay.
and then you blow it, and whatever results happen. And
Right.
if there's nothing, then you carry on with your traffic stop. But when you stop
Right.
someone, you must say, I stop you because your license plate light is burnt out.
Right.
This is a mandatory alcohol screening.
Right.
But we must say, I'm stopping you for something.
And that's what my lawyer
And
said.
then, so how can I help you today, Dwayne? Dwight, sorry.
Well, I was coming to get the request because Chestermere Town Hall says I need the to get the video footage.
Okay.
That I need to get it from you guys.
If you can enlighten me a little bit more in more
So-
details.
I just need the time of the time that your officer had walked up to me,
Okay.
and a few other times here where I have the times on my phone. I'd have to stop recording.
Okay.
That the clearly you guys are following me,
Okay.
intimidating me, and I
Okay.
have the pictures in the video to show whoever I need to,
Okay.
whether it's at trial or you.
Okay.
Of constantly every time I go to the beach.
Okay.
I pay, like, no offense, but I
Yeah.
do pay a lot of your guys' salary. I've been here
Yeah.
for 15 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
15 years, pay my taxes,
Yeah.
over $4,000 a year.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to feel like you guys are continuously harassing me.
Okay.
So I'm here to ask you nicely to please stop.
Okay.
I'm not a criminal. I'm
Yeah.
not getting into trouble.
Yeah.
I'm a guy in a wheelchair, clearly.
Yeah.
And
I'm not familiar. Like I don't know you. I've never met you before, I think. So if you can enlighten me, I can point you to the right direction of where to go.
Okay,
Or
so
if you want to make a complaint, I can take your.
I do want to make a complaint.
A complaint.
I do want to take a complaint. However, I have my statement written out at home.
Okay.
I forgot it.
Yeah.
I have to go over it because when you're recording me, if I contradict my statement,
Okay.
I know that you will hold that against me when I go to court with you guys. So I'm gonna make sure that I've written it all down when it's fresh in my head. So I have to get that.
I can explain to you how the process works if you want. So you first, let's deal with the first things first. You said that you want videos. Is that
from Chestermere Lake? Yeah, the CCTV.
correct?
Yeah, where the signs say that this is being monitored.
Okay.
CCTV. I need that in specific times.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything that is filmed, like the only video that we as the police have is what's in our cars. So if you want a copy of the in-car video, you need to fill up an access to information request.
Freedom of information.
No, freedom is the province laws. Since we are federal, you need to fill up the access to information, say ATIP.
ATIP.